Hey guys, it's Erica. Welcome to part 2 of my first listen to RM's Indigo, his first solo album. I do these first listens in parts because if I try to include it all in one, like I did for J-Hope's Jack in the Box, it'll get completely blocked. So I do it in parts, about 3 songs per part. That's exactly what this is going to be. So the first part is going to, I already recorded it, includes You and Still Life and All Day. This part's going to include Forgetful, Closer, and Change Part 2. Very excited to see what Change Part 2 is all about. And Part 3 will include Lonely, Hectic, and Number 2. So yeah, I won't be doing Wildflower because I already reacted to the music video on the song. So we definitely got that, and I feel like that was just a beautiful song and perfect one for a music video, excuse me. So yeah, the first 3 tracks were really fun, really great. So we might be getting a little deeper here. I mean, Forgetful, with Kim Sa-wol, that we might get into some feelings. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like sad or like we took it out of our heartstrings a lot more with this album, but those first 3 songs, I was just like, oh, okay, that's what we doing. I mean, again, later we could probably get into those types of songs, but I'm excited to be checking out Forgetful, especially with Kim Sa-wol. So let's not waste any more time for like a long intro. So yes, you know what, like go. We can actually, let me correctly, we go. I'm only 26. When did you write this? I can't remember. My friends are sad. Bessie, I feel. I have so many thoughts, I don't have enough memory. Same. I felt like this last like 6 months of this year have been crazy. I like that just him and a guitar. I'm in anesthesing myself. I feel that. Builds up. We getting somewhere?
어차피 다시가 문제예요. 너도 그게 필요할걸요. Yeah. 어릴 적 풀냄새 기억나요. 꽤나 새삼스러울걸요. 그래요, 그냥 잊고 살아요. 여기 모두가 바본걸요. 수많은 가시들과 오고야 마는 아침과 각자의 방식들로 스스로를 마치해가요. 수많은 가시들과 오고야 마는 아침과 각자의 방식들로 스스로 마치해가요.
I feel like in a way sometimes we all like anesthetize yourself or whatever word they use. Or like almost suppress or put ourselves to sleep almost. And I feel like sometimes it's just to get through the day, but then like sometimes you don't do it when you mean to do it, and then you start forgetting things and stuff like that. I kind of like that was such kind of like a simple song and that it's on the album. I thought it was really nice and that it's like a part of it because it's a part of life, you know, and I feel like you do that a lot more when you're young because you're just kind of going through everything, so you don't have like, and you're not always reflecting about things in the moment. I think it takes, time to like mature and realize that like sometimes you should want to remember like every day, you know what I mean, if that makes sense, like, because I feel like the last, since like September, my life has been like a blur. Like it just feels like a blur. Like it's just like if you had a very clear defined painting, it feels like you just went over it with water like that. So I definitely relate to it, and I'm just like, what did I do the last like few months? Like I feel like I didn't do anything, even though I did a lot. I just feel like I wasn't doing anything. So and I think it also has to be with like living in the moment as well, is definitely a part of that. Like you have to like live in the moment, and you have to be present with people and people around you. And if you only learn that when you don't have it, you know what I mean, or when you start forgetting, or when you when it's kind of like too late to do that, you know what I mean. So I really like that. I thought it was beautiful. That was a great song. I really love that. So yes, now we're gonna be checking out Paul Blanco. Like Bessie, come on. We're gonna be checking out Closer with Paul Blanco and Mahalia. Am I saying her name right? I'm excited to be checking this out because I feel like Paul Blanco and RM, life don't get better than that, you know what I mean? And haven't listened to Mahalia before, but I'm excited to. So yeah, let's not waste any time and let go.
I feel it most of the night time.
Okay.
Me never on your timeline, yeah.
You're always on my timeline, sir. I don't know if you knew this.
Rolling in the deep, yeah. Not a taste, no joke. I don't mean it. Don't cease, baby, don't. Why you floating? Wanna lock you up on my side, but you run away like fish, yeah. I keep you right next to me. Only just in my dream.
The beats are crazy.
Don't wake me up from sleep. I think I'm losing the grip. Everything, all the pain.
The flow, everything, man.
Like this, you sudden, oh God, no.
I get a feeling sometimes that I can't get close enough to you. I feel it most in the
She has a beautiful voice. I love it.
Even though that's when I'm closest to you. If I could be under your skin, closer than we've ever been. Maybe closer than we've ever been.
Come all out of your front of black, baby. Set a time, don't
I love this man. I love Paul Blanco. Is it all in English? That's kind of crazy. I thought maybe there'd be a track. He's also perfect for this track, honestly. I didn't know he was. Is he fluent?
I don't need your touch.
A deep love song, Bessie, in feelings. This so far I think is my favorite.
Just looking at you. Let's go in the day. Don't stay where you are. If that's all we can do. Yeah, just looking at you. Let's go in the day. Don't stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
I think this is my favorite song so far. I've listened to the whole thing. It kind of seems like it's a song where it's like right person, wrong time. You know what I mean? And Bessie, we've all been there. Come on, we've all been there. So I really like it. I think it's beautiful. And you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be about like loving, like a romantic type thing. Because I think there's always situations where it's just like, this is the dream situation, but it's just the wrong like time right now. Like, and I love how it's like, even if I'm just looking at you, just stay right there. Because sometimes you just want to like capture that person in that moment and save it forever. Like download it into your brain, you know what I mean? And I love that. I love how that's kind of like the perspective this song went. And it's like, even if we can't love each other right now, like just but not like holding on to it in like a little bit of like a painful way, but more of just like, if I don't know, maybe it feels a little less painful than like, I guess like most of just like you don't want the person to like leave or just like stay right there, just like, you know what I mean? A lot of songs with that type of concept. So, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. It's kind of like the first love song we got on the album, you know what I mean? Or like closest we might get, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's just like, sometimes what do you see, like red, blue, and green, like in your dreams, like that's like kind of significant, you know what I mean? To just be like, I only get to pursue this person or see this person in my dreams, plus you've been there. And I really loved it. I thought it was a beautiful song. So far, it's my favorite. I didn't know Paul Blanco was like that fluent in that English like that. Like Bestie, like I kind of maybe thought he might go for the route of having an English song on the album, but I would have thought it might have been like the Erykah Badu track. You know what I mean? And it wasn't. So it was very interesting though. But so far, it's like my favorite. I kind of like the way it made me feel, and I think the beat be crazy with the album and stuff like that. So. Yeah, all the beats are crazy. I love it. I just love it. I'm loving this album, Bestie. I'm loving it. So let's get to the final song for this part, Change Part 2. So if you don't know, back in the day, RM had a collaboration with Wale, yes, the Western American rapper, called Change. And so I'm assuming this is a part 2 to that. Because I don't know another RM song called Change, unless I'm tripping. Which I think that's a very interesting one to have a part 2 for as well. Because I don't know, when that, it's interesting because when that dropped, I feel like people thought that he might try and go solo or pursue a more solo type of career in a way when that dropped. I feel like that was discussion when that dropped, because I was in Army back when that dropped, way back in the day. So yeah, that's very interesting. And Change Part 2 is a part of his solo album, when that was one of his first, I think that might have been the first time he used RM, maybe. I don't, ooh, that might have been and stuff, because I remember it said like RM and it was like Ramos, and I was like, what is this? You know what I mean? But yeah, because I mean, he had his mixtape before, but in terms of like solo career wise, I feel like Change was that first little drop we got, and it I mean, now we're getting into solo, so nothing really came out of it, but that's very, I feel like it's intentional that having one of his first solo works be would change with Wale, and then now for your first solo album, Change Part 2, you know what I mean? And not one of his first solo works, because I mean, they always drop stuff on the SoundCloud and like the mixtape stuff like that, but like in terms of like main promotional, I guess, type of stuff. So anyways, excited to know what it like go.
Things change, people change, everything change. Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Things change, people change,
he really giving us everything in this album. Everything.
Love change, friends change, everyone change.
People do be changing.
It is no strange. That's the world shutting.
Yep.
I can't believe I loved you once.
Oh.
Once, for me twice.
Oh. Who broke his man's heart?
Yeah, shame on me.
Who broke his heart?
My sanity, chemistry we had for sure. Gradually we wanted more. They say you can't.
And it's so significant. He's like speaking.
One fit you right. Fuck my interviews and years ago.
Oh. Oh, I remember though.
Fuck that week, you fuck all those foes. What is stranger? I don't know this for.
I think RM changed because this song. I think the beat change also is significant. That kind of got me teary-eyed. I was like, what are we getting?
You gotta admit it. Don't you get it still? Someday a great grief will do come for you.
Are you wishing grief upon people now too?
And then you're not tall. You can't love someone like I do. That's all I can say to you.
Ooh. Who hurt this man? Who hurt this man? So yeah, when that beat first started, that was kind of crazy. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is like something you would have got off like that for his mixtape from him. Like, wow. And I thought he was about to start getting angry. Like, oh look, it's some Rap Monster type energy, that type. But nah, and it's so, I think, powerful that he was also speaking. He was like talking. He was talking. He wasn't even like he wasn't even rapping or not. And that made it hit different. Like, he's just like, I'm upset, but I'm gonna talk my anger out. What? So yeah, and I think things change. Everything does change. I mean, we've definitely seen that. I mean, these boys is not the same as these boys. So yeah, the boys, men. So yeah, and I kind of like, and I think if you've been a fan for a long time, you've definitely seen that shift and that change within BTS themselves. And it should be, I think, like what BTS is like taught me a lot is that like change is good, change is okay, change is different, change should be acknowledged, we should want to change, we should want to grow, we should want to mature, that type of thing. And I think you also get that with the beat, because that beat was kind of crazy. Just it felt very angry, it felt all over the place, which could kind of be like younger Namjoon, and then it goes into a nice beautiful piano. We are a beautiful mature butterfly flower, which I think also is the changes within his music. I totally was not expecting that. I thought that was in the past. But yes, who broke this man's heart? Who broke this man's heart? Fuck the interviews. Who broke this man's heart? Like, okay, like, and I think he's definitely been verbal with how much he, you know, Rap Monster and his younger self. It's even, I think, also interviews for this album, he also spoke about that as well, how it's like, it's like he hates that like they're existing, they're out there, but Bessie, they are there for life and burned into my memory. But this track, I was not expecting that at all. The rest of the album kind of made sense. When that first started, I was like, so yeah, you know, he gotta change it up on you. He gotta keep it fresh, make sure you're paying attention to him. But yeah, that was really dope. I think Closer still might be my favorite song off the album, but this might be like a part 2, because when you make this man a little upset, I kind of like the results. I mean, he may not, but I kind of like, I still, excuse me, I still have an attachment to the first mixtape he dropped as Rap Monster. So yeah, but I enjoyed it. That was kind of crazy. I was not expecting that. So that is the end for part 2 of this first listen. Part 3 is going to include Lonely, Hectic, and number 2, with also my final thoughts about the album, which has been, wow, an amazing album. Oh, wow, Namjoon. Wow, RM. So yeah, go to put your thoughts in the comments down below what you thought about part 1 for RM's Indigo, his first solo album, and my first listen to it. Your thoughts, comments down below what you thought about these 3 tracks. What did we check out for here? We had Forgetful, Closer, and Change. Your thoughts, comments down below. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. Want to follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or description down below. At the end screen, share this video to your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.